I need to remove the right side curtain airbag from this Lincoln MKX. So I will start by removing this door pillar cover. Get your fingers in here if you can, then just pull. And there's some plastic retainers behind that need to be removed. You have to squeeze the sides and pull it out. It's kind of Mickey Mouse. It's these ties right here. It's a spring, plastic spring affair. Push in the sides and pull. And it's hard to get on the back side to squeeze on both sides. There. There's another one. I might be able to leave that one alone. I think I can get in. So this screw has to come out. And then there's one up here further yet. Sun visor has to come out. So cover here has to pop out. And the whole thing pops out. There's a wire there for a vanity light. I can either remove this or let it hang here. Probably best to remove it, otherwise I might catch it and rip something. So there's cloth tape wrapped around this wire harness. You squeeze in right through the cloth tape. There's a tab under there, you push and pop out. And these grab handles, there are covers on them as well. Caps pop up, just your fingers. Squeeze in the sides and pull. And there's small Torx bits that hold it on. I believe it's a T20. And there's one for the second row seats as well. It's the same way. I know it's dark in here, I can't get the lighting right, but it's on the center post. Grab hold and pull. And it's the same affair in back. Back by the hatch, I pull this rubber weather stripping out. So it wraps over the plastic and the headliner. Difficult to do with one hand. And hold the camera on this. Now I got the bottom cover here pulled part way out so I can pull out on this upper trim panel. Trying not to break anything, but it's easier said than done. There. Just pop out. And from the back seat, pop this rear pillar piece out. Felt like it came, but then it stopped. The clip is hung up apparently. There. Metal clip slipped and let go of the plastic tab. I can put that back on afterwards. I'll separate that partially from this bottom trim piece. And I can flex it back further. Now the neat thing about the headliner in these is that for the most part they're held up with magnets. If I can get it to let go. So open there are magnets. Sun visor removed. I also removed the retaining clip as well. So now there, I believe it's a 220 screw. Quarter-inch drive ratchet, an 8mm socket. I can begin to undo the screws that hold the airbag in place. If you have an electric ratchet, that would be much easier. The screws are pretty long. Takes a lot of rotations to get them out. So I removed the second strap that held this puller on, and I can pull this down. So I can get to this last screw down at the bottom here. Then every several inches, I don't know, maybe 10 inches apart, it appears there's 8mm head screws. Some are further apart than that. It goes all the way back to the hatch. So I got the forward screws out of the airbag. Now I have, I think, 1 or 2 here in back. I need to get to. I got this cover popped off. That allowed me to drop this down further. Then I'll have to remove the wires that attach to the airbag yet. One moment. With this small flat blade screwdriver, I believe I can undo the clip that holds the wire harness to the bag. There. Harness is off. I see one screw back there. That might be... oh, that remains. Nope, there are 2. There's one at the back of the charge vessel here that has the same 8mm head screw. Alright, I think it'll come out now. I think every clip's removed. Screw, I should say. Snagged here. There. There, the curtain airbag is out. Now I can install it in this other MKX. Here's a closer view of the magnets that attach to the headliner. Got magnets there, and in some locations there's little steel plates fastened for the magnets to attach to. Now it's a matter of putting all the screws in, and in some locations there's also, aside from the screws, there's these plastic push pins that also line up the holes. So you can get those lined up, push them in, then the screw holes should then line up and make it easier to put the screws in. So for reinstallation of the curtain airbag, I started at the front, put these clips in place, and run the screws in until they're as far as I can with my fingers. One here, two. Then push these plastic pins into place, clip into place, and then with this set, hopefully the rest of the holes, or the rest of the screws will line up with the mounting points in the roof of the machine. So it should be pretty straightforward from here. As I come along to the back, I get to the point where the discharge canister, or whatever you call it, thing that explodes. There's a screw in nut here. This has to go through this big hole, then you slide it back, and then it holds it from coming outward. And then you put the screw in that retains it in back here. Alright, the curtain airbag is now installed. All the fasteners are tight, and I have the wiring harness plugged in. It clicked in place. I know it's making contact. Now I can put the headliner back up, I believe. I don't see any reason why I can't. Listen to the magnets click when they get close. Hear that click? It's bad when the airbag blows, it wrinkles the headliner. I could use the headliner from the other MKX, but that one is ebony in color, so it won't look right in here. I think this is cappuccino. Here's how it looks completed. I got some of the wrinkles to partially go away, but you can still see a sign of it had kinked over. Just have to live with it. I don't know how to get rid of those wrinkles. Looks a little bit worse in the very back corner, but just don't look back there, you won't even see it. Anyway, that is that.